Hello Twin Flames, welcome to my new moon in Libra reading, which I believe is today. We're gonna jump straight into the reading, so without any further ado, we're gonna jump in with the first card, which is Soulmate, and this is a Twin Flame reading, so I'm going to read it as Twin Flame. We have a moon in the background. It's a very fiery moon, it's very passionate. So remember, you're creating a divine relationship and you can meet your twin flame there. So you really want to be building a good foundation, or you'll experience what you haven't yet healed with them. If you're desiring deep connection, work on deep connection, call in deep connection. We have the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. So think about what you want when it comes to passion. This card's auspicious for lovemaking, so it's shaping up to be a very passionate reading here. The expansion of passion in your life and having experiences that make your physical senses blossom. As you heal deep connection, you'll be able to go deeper into sharing your feelings in an amicable way and listening to those of your lover. And that will help your relationship grow in depth, richness and commitment. Exchanging emotional energy opens the sensual gates of earthly paradise, where you may find unexpected rewards. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So this is going to require stepping out of your comfort zone. If you want to experience deep intimacy, it requires vulnerability. Deep connection is what's desired here. You don't want to be in a situation where you find yourself living with your twin flame and experiencing emptiness in that connection. They won't bring anything new. They're not going to come in the room dressed as a unicorn and say everything's fine. They're here to help you purify and heal. That's their job. Only the divine is your source. You don't want to be putting that burden on your twin flame. It's not their job, and vice versa. Show up lovingly for yourself here. Choose commitment. Bring love to these places. And rest. But you can't make the process happen any faster by overworking, by doing more and more and more. No, that slows it down, if anything. You can actually go up your optimum speed at the fastest rate that it's compassionate for you to go at. If you balance your working life with rest and play, that's very important. Play is work as well, or work is play. Have you seen how a child plays? It's business for them. They're serious. So your rest and play is as important as your work. You want to approach your journey and your union in a balanced way and show appreciation to your divine partner. Your twin flame will be needing to be loved right now. Even if they're not right in front of you right now, just love them. Love them unconditionally. And that doesn't mean accept bad behaviour or being taken from anyone, including your twin flame. It's safe to set a boundary, a loving boundary where appropriate. And that can actually be what's required to bring in the results that you desire. As happened with a friend of mine this week. He decided he would set a loving boundary with his twin flame because she was just calling him up when she wanted something. And within a month of him doing that, her karmic partner disappeared and they're now dating. And it's not just for the lucky few, it's for you too. Separation. The fact that I pull this card in the same breath as mentioning somebody's karmic partner disappeared is very good news. There's people who are not aligned with love, people who are not choosing love in your reality, who are revealing themselves and falling away. So trust this is going to be happening for your twin flame too, in their own way. It may or may not mean a third party. It could mean other relationships. This really applies to all relationships. Take it as it resonates. But what does this mean for you? We have Five of Wands, conflict and competition, but this is also a card of training. Everything that you're experiencing right now is part of the training to have your perfect life of love. Like the hard work that Cinderella was made to do by her wicked stepmother and the ugly sisters. It was all part of her training to be a queen. It was what she needed to learn. It was lessons. And surrendering to the demands of the moment allows you to be alive in the present rather than being the slave of constant worry about the past or future. And that is the journey, that is working the process, just moving through whatever's in front of you. Every challenge or every seemingly mundane task that you move through brings you closer to your twin flame union. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Communication with your twin flame is opening up right now. Connection is upgrading, it's opening, it's improving, it's expanding. If you're experiencing your twin flame's energy showing up in signs or signifiers, synchronicities, please don't invalidate what you're seeing or what you're receiving intuitively. That's where the divine, where the universe speaks to you in your heart. Don't deny your intuitive messages, because denying those is denying the divine. It's safe to trust at the moment. There we are. So the twin flame card pops up as soon as I've mentioned how important it is to trust your intuitive messages. You've got this. Can you trust yourself here? To know what to do, to know what steps to take, to trust that you'll be shown your next steps. And maybe this is a next step for some of you. Consider the frequency you transmit with your thoughts. If they could do with cleaning up, improving, then just bring love to those places. If you're experiencing an unloving thought about your twin flame, just put love there to the best of your ability. Don't be hard on yourself if you can only catch a few negative thoughts at a time, or just a few every day. As long as you're choosing to move in the direction of love, that's enough. Ooh. So after the separation, we have fresh start. There's new growth happening here. There's green shoots of recovery. And you may be thinking, yeah, after perhaps so many false dawns. But if you're making the choice of love and you're really choosing to have your union, it will happen. Really choose to be with your person in this place. Really choose to be with them. Take the divinely guided action steps towards that and you will have it. We have the Knight of Wands, passionate adventure. You are going to be going out on an adventure with your one true love, and it's never going to end. And it's going to be fantastic. You'll both be engaging with life intensely together, whether in work, play or love. So start right now as you mean to go on. Please know that your twin flame will love to adventure beyond normal limits with you and will be very wild and eager. They may be reserved and self-contained on the outside, but they'll be wild and eager on the inside. The doors of affection are soon going to be opened. Prosperity lies ahead in work, play and love. Abundance, sex, food, shopping. All of your life is going to be fantastic because your union and harmonious union will be the foundation for all of your life. And you'll be able to build one life together on the foundation that is your union. And hold on to your heart. It's going to be great fun. If you're still at the friendship stage with your twin flame, that's okay because your friendship is the foundation for your union. In the words of, was it Michael Borton? How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? If you're still struggling in the friendship area, that's okay. You can work on that. And actually, this would explain this card here. Consider the frequency you transmit with your thoughts. If you're thinking unloving thoughts towards your twin flame, then your friendship will be spotty at best. It's okay because you can heal through that pattern. You can heal through the unhappy thoughts with the mirror exercise. Piece by piece, step by step. With every upset you heal with the mirror exercise, you're bringing that part of consciousness into union until you reach the tipping point where your physical union can manifest on the outside. Connect with your own soul, because as you connect with yourself, you're connecting with your beloved and you're connecting with the divine. And it's 3 in 1 because you're one with the divine and you're one with your twin flame. There's no separation, there's no difference. It's within that your twin flame is found. Don't look to the outside for clues of your progress. That's not where it is. Look to where your union's growing on the inside. Focus there, cultivate that. Don't set yourself up for disappointment or upset yourself by trying to get your information from, say, social media, it won't give you the answers that you're seeking. The answers that you're seeking are inside. Turn around, face your own heart. Everything you need is there. All the love you could ever wish for is there. Communication. If you're desiring more communication with your twin flame, even though this reading has shown signs that that is improving, at least energetically. Of course, you want complete, full, clear communication with them all the time. But the way to manifest that is to go within and communicate with any parts of yourself that you maybe have silenced or invalidated, any feelings that you may have pushed down because they're uncomfortable. You need to validate all these feelings. You need to validate every aspect of yourself without judgment. Every part of yourself is just as worthy and lovable as every other part of yourself. Have unconditional love for yourself here, unconditional self-acceptance. Have the Hangman, number 12, and new perspectives. The key to your heart. You know who has the key to your heart. Did you know you're the only one who has the key to your twin flame's heart as well? This card is associated with the planet Neptune, so it's about sensitivities, dreams, visions, and psychic realities. It's an indication you need to validate your feelings. This card represents illumination through evolution, so expect to learn to recognize the deeper reality that you're living. So if you're still upset about the external situation, try and see things from a higher perspective. All of that will melt away as you heal, and everything that you desire will enter into your reality if you keep choosing it. Don't let the past hold you back. South Node. So if there's any upsets from the past that are still lingering, it's not about dredging them up and reliving them. You don't want to be doing that, but you can use the mirror exercise to bring love to those places, to heal those places, so they no longer feel bad, they no longer feel charged. So all your energy is freed up to move forward into the future, into your perfect life of love, which you're manifesting right now. Financial matters, or they will be a part of it. Money and love are both spiritual energy, and they all come from the divine. It's okay to take a leap of faith as you move forward and let go of the old things that you may have used as crutches. You're not going to be needing them anymore. When you trust the divine on your journey to love, please know that you will be supported. Face your fears with your divine partner. There is one portal which you will have to walk through in order to attain union, and that is facing your greatest fears about love. You don't have to run away from them, they can't hurt you, they're all illusions anyway. If you face that fear down with your loving presence, what happens is that fear reveals itself as not real, and it dissolves. It might be a fear, for example, that maybe love isn't real, or that love will leave, or that love will abandon you. None of those are true. Love can't leave you. Love never has left you. Love couldn't leave even if you wanted it to, because you are love and you are of love. Yeah, whatever it is, whatever misaligned belief it is, maybe a belief in not quite being able to have this love, you will know it's illusion because it feels bad. And once you've called it out for the lie that it is, you can choose to release it and bring the truth in, that you and your twin flame are one, designed to spend the whole of eternity in love together with each other. Because you were created with and for each other in the same moment. And don't let anyone tell you different. Muse. Yeah, you are your twin flame's muse. You are their inspiration. Inspiration means in spirit, with spirit, as opposed to being dispirited. Yeah, please know that your twin flame, they are the one who the divine moves through for you. So any painting, any love song that they share or play, or anything like that, is literally about you and no one else in any way. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Yeah, and the new moon is a particularly good time for releasing. Is it hard feelings from the past? Is it misaligned beliefs about love or the availability of love? Whatever it is, just identify it, call it out for what it is, just a pattern, just an illusion, and choose to let it go. Bring love in its place. That's all you have to do. pause to reflect. Yeah, reflect on how far you've come. Even if there's still a little bit to do now, please don't be hard on yourself for that. Please know that you're going at the most compassionate divine pace. The way you're coming into union, if you're choosing it, will be the gentlest, kindest way for you. It's a process that has to be allowed to unfold. You can't force a flower to open. It's a vibrational journey that has to be taken. You will get there when you get there. So be more open-minded about the process. Please try not to attach timelines or deadlines or ultimatums to anything, because it's happening on God's timing, not the timing that one's ego believes ought to be playing out. In this instance, you really do have to surrender to the divine plan. Unawakened. It's really good to discover the places in consciousness that are still a little bit unawakened, because then we can do something about it. If we still think our twin flame is somebody else, and we think that they can doing something different to what we're doing, your twin flame is you. Sure, they're an individual that you're going to be making love to, but they'll be having the same patterns as you are, showing up in a different way in their life. It's just a process of resolving the pattern where love is blocked in consciousness, and the divine knows the right order in which to unravel that. It's not going to look the same for your twin flame, because you're both making the same choices. You'll have the same blocks, but they won't look the same for both of you, because you're not carbon copies of each other. It's not like your twin flames got it more together and they're living the life. They're living the same blocks, just different aspects of the same blocks. So go deeper. Heal the places where you are aware that the pattern sits. How do you feel about you and your twin flame partnering in your healing? This is a time when you'll really benefit from validating your inner experience of this, of knowing you're just two aspects of the same consciousness healing together and working towards the same shared goal, working through the same shared upsets towards the same shared goal. Your union requires where you are at now. Whatever's coming up right now, your union requires this to be cleared. There'll be a reason for it, and you'll hit a place of awareness where you see the whole reason. This is trusting in the divine. This is the fast track. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an absolutely fantastic job. Okay, everybody, I'm going to end this message here. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.